Welcome to our brand new channel and welcome to our very first video in English. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Islander. And in this video we are going to take a look at the brand new update in SpongeBob Tower Defense. The game has been turned upside down completely. The game has been rebalanced and they've added the possibility of creating superstar units. And in this video we are going to take a team of superstar uncommon units into game to see how they hold up in a rebalanced game. Let's go! First off, let's take a look at the update. The new season has started and they've added a new season pass. This is season 13. And at the end of the premium pass there is a new limited unit SpongeGar. They also added a new limited time unit which was only available for 1 hour, which is this guy, Stanley S. Squarepants, which I only bought one and I got a shiny Wimbo off the bat. But most importantly in this update, gameplay rebalances. They rebalanced story mode, challenges, raids and boss battles. So I'm very curious and we are going to take a look at that today. And they added the possibility of creating superstar units to the game. So here it says how this works. You need 6 5-star units of a unit to transform it into a superstar unit. And here below you can see the effect it has on your unit. So they used GG Rock SpongeBob as an example. First off you see a level 100 5-star GG Rock SpongeBob which does about 12,000 damage. And besides it, you see a superstar level 100 GG Rock SpongeBob, which does twice the amount of damage. And next to that one, you see the level 250 superstar GG Rock SpongeBob, which again does twice the amount of damage of the normal superstar GG Rock SpongeBob. So you can create some crazy units by superstarring them. And superstarring your unit will give it a mint number and your signature will be added to the unit. And if you have a mint number below 100, it will be a rainbow mint number, and if you have a mint number below 1000, it will be a golden mint number, which is what everyone wants. And for those of you who don't know, let me quickly show you how superstarring a unit works. I have prepared Gary, so I have a shiny Wimbo Power Paddy Gary, which will be my target, and I have 5 5-star Garys, which I'm going to fuse to my target Gary. Select max, confirm. This will cost me 250,000 coins, which basically is all the coins I have left. But we're going to do it nonetheless. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes, please. And we now have a superstar Gary. So this is my superstar Gary, and he still has a serial number below the 1000. So it's a golden serial number. So I think most rainbow serial numbers will be gone, but you can still get golden serial numbers. So I've done this with all my uncommon units. And you might be asking yourself the question, why uncommon units? Well, the way I figured is that everyone would be going after the common units as they are most easy to superstar. And the true grinders, they would be going after the secret units, exotic units, maybe even prismatic units. And I figured no one would be going after the uncommon units as no one truly uses them. So I decided to superstar all my uncommon units. And here is the result. These are all the uncommon units in the game and I superstarred all of them and they all have a rainbow mint number. So first off we have the number 28 Barnacle Boy and I have the number 30 Barnacle Boy Patrick. I have the number 48 Bubble Bass. I have the number 27 Gene Scallop. I have the number 25 Goofy Goober Waiter. The number 36 Jim. And last but not least I have the number 52 Karate SpongeBob. So all my uncommon units have rainbow mint numbers. And in this video we are going to take them into battle and see how well they do. But I haven't got a clue as the whole game has been rebalanced. So first off, let's take them into boss battles. But as we have 7 uncommon units, we need to leave 1 out. And I already looked into this. The worst one is the Goofy Goober Waiter. So we'll be leaving out the Goofy Goober Waiter. At least based on these statistics. He looks kind of grumpy because he's being left out. So let's head into boss battles. So the whole game has been rebalanced. I have absolutely no idea what we can expect. So I'm just going to start with Bubble Bass Tier 1 and see if my team of uncommon units is even able to clear this one. Right, there we go. Start battle. Oh wow, this is going really slow. A minute has gone by and they haven't even beaten 25% of Bubble Bass. So we are not going to beat Bubble Bass. And mind you, this is the level 1 Bubble Bass, the first boss you have to beat. So a team of uncommon units is not able to beat Bubble Bass level 1. Meaning the rebalance has made everything a lot more difficult, which I think is a good thing, because the game had gotten way too easy and needed to be more difficult. It's a tower defense game, it should be about strategy. So I think the way this is going, they might end up about halfway of beating Bubble Bass. I always wonder, is it Bubble Bass or is it Bubble Bass? I figured it was Bass because he is a bass. This is actually Bubble Bass is defeating himself. So I'm just gonna let the timer run out. So the level 1 Bubble Bass has more than 78 million HP. I truly can't remember what it used to be, but it must have been a lot less. 10 seconds to go. So a team of superstar uncommon units cannot beat Bubble Bass. So we are defeated. So let's go back to the lobby. So now let's go into story mode. And for the record, all these units are Shiny Wombo, have a Power Patty on them, and they have Secret Formula and Sea Bear as combination. So I'm just going to start out with Con Street 1 on normal and see if a team of uncommon units can beat the rebalanced game. There we are in Con Street. And I will also be honest, I never use uncommon units. So I actually don't know what to do. Just going to place one here and I'm going to place a Karate SpongeBob at the cave and start. Should I put it into 7 speed? Yeah, let's try it. I'm just going to place a lot of units pretty much randomly. I'm not sure how many I can place. I think normally you can place 5, but I also have my pets. I think I might be able to place 9 or 10 even. Let's see. I can place 9. You have 6 uncommon units and you can place 9. So that's 54 units you can place in total. Con Street 1 normal mode is not a problem for us. Back in Con Street, but this time on hard mode. I'm just going to start out in the same way with the Barnacle Boy and Karate SpongeBob near the cave. We're going to slap down a lot of units. Maybe slap down some different units. Why not Bubble Bass or Gene Scallop or Jim, maybe even the Barnacle Boy Patrick. I'm wondering if I need to upgrade my units or not. But so far we're looking good. My team of uncommon superstar units is still able to defend our base. Sweet victory. Alright, so Con Street 1 on hard mode, also victorious. Let's go into nightmare mode. And here we are in Con Street 1 in nightmare mode. And I'm going to start out in the same way once again. I would imagine this is going to get more difficult. So I'm going to smack down units left, right and center. And I'm going to slow down because they are getting through. I'm going to place an army of Karate SpongeBob near the entrance. Maybe I should upgrade them. I think this is my unit which does the most damage. No, I'm not entirely sure about it. This does 6,000 damage, which is not a lot. My Barnacle Boy does more than 10,000 damage. I think this might be my best unit, but the mobs are getting through, so I need to be placing more units still. Maybe a couple of gyms near the back. I would not call this strategy. This is just still smacking down units and hoping you survive. But we are surviving at the moment. And Jim does almost 14,000 damage. Is he the best unit I got? I didn't even know it. I was not aware that he was the best uncommon unit, but he might be. We're now in 7x speed, which is too fast, I think. We need to slow down. Can we survive this? I don't know. This is somewhat difficult. There is a big slow anchovy here and a dirty bubble. More. Oh, we won. Only just. So we are still able to beat nightmare mode. But it's fairly difficult with uncommon units. As you have so many units scattered across the map, it's very difficult to keep track of your units. Alright, let's try Davy Jones. I would imagine we are going to go down. So this is Con Street 1 in Davy Jones mode. I'm going to start off at 3x speed. Because I think we are going to need to upgrade pretty much all our units here. And I'm again going to start off in the same way. So I'm very curious if we are able to do this. I think it will be very difficult. I'm going to go slow it down already, as the mobs are getting through already. Going to place a lot of units here in the big square. My most OP unit, Jim, is going to go here. He needs to be throwing burgers at everybody who comes here. Burgers, more burgers, Jim. Jim has a very substantial range, I would say. It's not full map coverage, but it's almost full map coverage. And this is an uncommon unit. Of course, it's a superstar, but still. I'm switching over to Bubble Bass. We are having a difficult time. The mobs are getting through almost to the end. I'll put some Gem Scallops in here. I'm thinking we are going to go down. We are at wave 7. And I haven't even upgraded one of my units. They are almost reaching the Krusty Krab. One of them has reached the Krusty Krab. So I don't think we are going to last much longer than this. We have 85 HP left. I'm going to start upgrade units. I'm just slapping down units left, right and center. There is no strategy involved whatsoever. We have 70 HP left. This is a mental game. Here is a dirty bubble. It's difficult to see, but the dirty bubble is now going into the Krusty Krab. We have 50 HP left. Here are Anjovy. We're going into the Krusty Krab. Oh no, we are going down. Defeat. Alright, so a team of uncommon superstar units is not able to defeat Davy Jones mode in Con Street 1. Maybe with a better strategy they would be, so this could be a skill issue. Now let's take a look at challenges. And I can remember there used to be an achievement in which you had to defeat a challenge on hard mode with uncommon units. So let's try a challenge on hard mode. The Flying Dutchman. Again, I have no clue on how to start. I'm just going to put the Barnacle Boy over here and a Karate SpongeBob over here. And I can place one more, maybe a Bubble Bass behind him. Let's see if we can manage 7x speed. And I will be slapping down units left, right and center once again. And I should not forget about the back area here. So let's place a couple of units down here. A couple of gyms in the center as he has a lot of range. Maybe more SpongeBob over here and a couple of Gem Scallops. It is looking great so far. So I'm just going to start upgrading my units. So we are standing our ground in the Flying Dutchman at 7x speed with a team of uncommon units, superstar units. We are at wave 13, so I think we will be victorious. This is wave 15, and here is Schmitty, Werben, Jägerman, Jensen, and Dennis, and they are taken down. So, we are able to defeat a challenge on hard mode with uncommon units. Last thing we are going to do, we are going to take our team of uncommon superstars into Endless and see how long they last. And as always, we are going to go with Con Street Endless A. And I will change up my strategy a little bit, because I'm going to place Karate SpongeBob near this square. This is a single attack unit, so I want to give him as many possibilities as possible to hit units. This is number 8. If I'm not mistaken, we can place one more. Yes, so we can place 9. So they are now all maxed out. And Jim is going to be my second unit, which I'm going to place. And I want to place him as much in the center as I can, because he has a large range. So I think this is the place for him. And just put all the gyms over here. So number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9. And we're going to max him out as well. This is looking good already. And I think the next unit will be Gem Scallop, which is a piercing unit with a somewhat small range. So I think we are going to place him around the Karate SpongeBob a bit. Normally you would want a piercing unit directly on a line, but because his range is not that big, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to place him where he can hit more lines than one. And I think this will also be a good spot for Gem Scallop, as he can hit the line in front of him and behind him. And the next unit will be the Barnacle Boy, who has a decent range. So I think this will be a good spot for him. And so we're going to place him around the gyms, I think. This is number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9. And now we're going to go with Bubble Bass, who also has a fairly large range. So we're going to put him also in the center. So it's getting very crowded in the center of the map. It's number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and number 9. This is looking absolutely mental already. And then our last unit is the Barnacle Boy Patrick, another splash damage unit. A lot of the uncommon units are splash damage units. And I'm not sure what the best place for him is. I'm just going to put him at some random places where he can support a bit. So we can place 2 more, maybe over here. It's number 8, one more, why not over here. So now our full team of uncommon superstars is maxed out. We are currently at wave 144 and we are going to leave it on 7x speed and we are going to leave auto skip on and we are going to see where it ends. And I will say this looks absolutely mental. We have 54 units in Constreet. This is absolutely insane and crazy. And it could be even more. If they all had sidekick, it could be 60 units. And I'll be honest, I don't really know what to expect. The game has been rebalanced. I don't think I have ever tried to play Endless with only uncommon units. But I think a full team of uncommon units wasn't even able to reach wave 300 in the olden days. So for now, this is just a waiting game. And I'll be back when we are nearly going down. They are getting close to the Krusty Krab right now. Maybe they are going to reach the Krusty Krab. Yes, yes, and here's a dirty bubble. We only have 15 HP left, so the next thing that hits us is going to take us down. Here are anchovy coming. Let's see if one of these anchovy reaches our Krusty Krab. No, we survived. But this one is going to reach the Krusty Krab for sure. Defeated. So we reached wave 252. Which I would say is roughly about the same as it used to be in the olden days. So there you have it, my full team of superstar uncommon units, all rainbow cereals. And well, what can you say? Let's be honest, I think uncommon units are still pretty useless. They weren't any good before the rebalancing. Even as superstars, they are not that useful after the rebalance. Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!